Hi guys, welcome back. Because everyone liked our do's and don'ts episode so much, we've come back with a part 2.
Back by popular demand.
Literally. Okay, so let's start with the don'ts.
Let's switch it up.
We've been holding back way too much. Welcome to the breakup diet.
To start with, do not read old messages like they're literature. Like, this man is not Shakespeare. You're just self-sabotaging yourself. You're gonna read it, you're gonna feel shit.
I get where people come from when they do this because there's like this weird dopamine rush. My biggest toxic thing that I did, which we suggest you not to do, I would search up on conversation the word beautiful and see how many times it would like come up, be like, oh, 1 out of 237. Or I'd like search up I love you. But then, to flip a don't into a do, search up disappointed, search up upset.
Oh, with your friends that you've been... No, mine would... You see, for me, that wouldn't have come up because when I break up with somebody, I delete everything.
Good.
Like,
that is the smart thing to do.
Purely because I self-sabotage. The first week that I didn't, I was rereading all conversations being like, well, you obviously didn't mean it when you said I love you so much there because you knew you were going to break up with me.
Yeah, it's just, I think you gotta like give yourself the painful reminder that it ended. Yeah. It ended for a reason. There is no point in torturing yourself with the past.
Yeah, plus you don't need to reread it.
No.
For what?
What value do you gain out of it?
Nothing.
I think with that, to cope, give yourself a time limit on how often you check those texts.
I think you can keep them for a week or 2 weeks and then it's dead.
It has to be dead. Like, come on. At some point, you have to choose your sanity. Because words are words. If there was no action followed by those words, it's just words.
Hang on, let's stop this for a sec.
Subscribe and follow the breakup diet. You don't want to miss another episode.
You know what you should not do as well? Is keep their photos in a hidden location and then could go into that big folder of all your love. No, do not do that.
Okay, but what if I look really pretty in them?
Well, then you're cropping him out.
I have this one picture of my last ex and I can't get myself to delete it because I just look really pretty.
Yeah, well, why can't you just crop him out of the photo?
Because he's kissing the side of my face and it's just such a cute picture.
Put a massive broken heart in front of his face.
Oh, but he looks really good too.
Ew.
It's just such a cute picture.
Okay, maybe you can keep one, but delete all the other rest in the album.
I promise I'm over him. It's just...
Well, I'm sure you can take other photos where you look just as pretty, if not more. Kill the memory, kill it. I get not deleting every photo, but I did, what I did do is unlike, because you know how you have favorites? I would have loads of favorites of us.
Yeah.
Or, trips or something, and then I just unfavored them.
I think a tip is, because Apple groups up people by photos, go to your ex, delete everything, because it is honestly just not worth it. I know I'm being all I look so pretty in it. At the end of the day, I should not be latching onto it because there's no point.
But also, when your new partner comes along and then would see this massive album of your ex, that's so awkward. I don't want that.
Because I have still pictures of us on my favorites. Imagine if I'm scrolling and the new guy's who's that? I could dodge and be oh, my gay bestie.
Yeah, you need to have, if you're not deleting it, you need to have some sort of cover. You need to cover it up somehow.
But at the end of the day, what we're preaching, which I need to practice, is delete those pictures.
Yeah.
The next one, don't compare who you're dating with your ex.
They're not the same person. And also, you almost have to just erase it from your memory.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know. Easier said than done. You're do not do this, but you're definitely going to do it still.
Yeah, but it's fine if the people aren't the same. If anything, it's a good thing they're not the same. You don't want to be with the same person.
I don't want to date someone who's similar to my ex. I don't want that.
Especially my ex-husband. If anyone that I date mirrors even the slightest bit as him, I'm oh, I'm out, because I am not doing that to myself. And that's the same principle that you guys should apply as well.
But that's comparing.
That is comparing. But okay, let's rephrase it.
We're like, do not compare, but you have to compare to find out if they're similar, and then if they are similar, ditch.
Okay, I do think maybe that is the best way to approach. If you are going to compare, do it in a way that's actually constructive. Don't compare if you're going to be yearning for your ex, because that just means that you're not ready to date and you need to like take a step back.
Don't rush into something too fast. If you're still in the stage where you are comparing every element, you've rushed.
You haven't moved on. Maybe it's not the time to date.
Do not go on a date and then stalk your ex's socials and then cry about it at home alone. That's not good for your soul.
No, I think there's just no point in torturing yourself. You're dragging yourself back to the past. Why is that? You want to move on after a breakup. You want to accept the past. There is no point in stalking your ex as you're trying to move on.
Yeah, but it's so hard not to. Like,
I get it.
Especially if you have like a bad date or something and then you're like going, oh, I wonder what they're up to. And then you go on and then you're like, ugh.
I can't lie, like stalking your exes on Insta, it kind of feels like getting off to porn. Because you're like, you want this like dopamine rush, you want it out of your system. By the time you've like got that dopamine hit, you're like, ew, put that away.
Yeah. It almost is good though if they're an active ex and then they post and you're like, ooh, you don't look good. Do not try to be the cool ex. You don't have to pretend to be the cool ex because you are the cool ex.
Just be who you are. I know it's like a fun coping mechanism to make it seem like it's a competition. Who's won the breakup, but at the end of the day, you don't want to think about them.
No.
Your self-growth is a journey between you and yourself.
I don't think shutting your emotions away, like in a box to try to be nonchalant and stuff, is good at all because that's just prolonging it. For example, I'm not the cool ex. If I have an impulse to message, if I have a need to find out something or do something, I do it. And I'll put my hands up. I will call you 10 times. I don't give a flying fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not cool about it. I'm not like, oh, I don't care. Because I feel like you get over it faster because you express or you let it out. You let go of it and then it's done. Whereas like the other people, they'll like fester on it and it'll linger in their body for ages and then like it'll come out like a year down the line.
Yeah, get it out of your system, whether it's talking to your ex again just to get that like closure or therapy or finding a new hobby or talk about it with your friends. But definitely don't let it sit with you for too long.
No.
Because that is what will kill you and that is what will hold you back from moving on.
Yeah, let it out to let go.
Fuck yeah.
Shakespeare.
I'm gonna get that tatted right here.
Shakespeare.
This one's me. This one's like a direct, like, this is so me. Oversharing with strangers for validation. That is so me. I be on the internet doing that. I really shouldn't.
Are you trying to trauma bond someone when you're on a date, being like, he did this to me, so you know they
fuck
feel
that.
bad?
Not on a date.
Okay, good.
Oh my God. Speaking of dates, do not, on a date, talk about the bad things your exes did. The new date does not need to know your weaknesses, what actually triggers you. Don't do that, please.
Do not talk about your ex on your date, to be honest. Because
At all. If they ask, I just go, oh, didn't work out.
Yeah, I just say, well, we just want different things.
Yeah, and hope for the best that he doesn't listen to the podcast where
I know.
I've spilled 10 reasons why I'm divorced.
Yeah. Don't listen to the podcast either if you're
on a date. Stop it right now. This isn't for you, it's for the girls only.
It literally is for the girls only and how to cope with their breakup.
But circling back to oversharing to strangers for validation, like, baby, you don't need to do that. You can find the validation within yourself, just existing within yourself and reclaiming who you are.
Also, do not turn, which I am guilty of this, your friends into spies because you're not in Pretty Little Liars. Like, you guys aren't trying to, catch out someone or detect something.
You guys aren't trying to solve a murder. The point blank is the relationship didn't work out. This is just a very normal thing to happen in the course of your life. And it's a good thing.
Do it for a little bit, but then you gotta stop doing it, is what I say.
Yeah.
With all these, to be honest, with everything that we say, you gotta do it.
Because it is human nature, like, by humans, as default, we are quite inquisitive. So obviously, don't be harsh on yourself if you do, like, slip up and make a few mistakes.
Yeah.
You're human.
But if you were like, AI generated and you could just follow a list, stick by what we say when we say don't do that.
We're all just here to look out for your best interest because at the end of the day, we just want to help you guys move on and find your self-worth and reconnect back with yourself again.
And do not cling on to their friends or their family. That is their family. That is their friends. Let go of them. Like, you can't become besties with their best friend suddenly. And you cannot suddenly be texting their mum even if you miss hanging out with them. No.
Yeah, parents is like an absolute no-go.
Yeah.
But I do find it like I miss his girlfriends.
No. Unless you I don't know. No. I take it back. No, they're
yeah,
done.
No, exactly. I get it. It's hard.
Yeah, because then you're going to be finding out intel as well, even if you don't want to. Like, you will be finding it out, and you're keeping that flame semi-alive.
Yeah, no. I agree. Kind of makes it seem as if you're longing out for hope or something.
Yeah, and yeah, you're just reminded of them because at the end of the day, you met through him.
Yeah.
Or her.
Yeah, exactly. So not the best idea. And I think if you are still following his community, I guess, on socials, muting is the best solution. Because I would see my exes on through his friends and it would make me my heart would sink. At the end of the day, what his life is, what he is up to is really none of my business after our breakup.
Yeah, true. Even though this isn't necessarily a do not. See, I blocked straight away, right? Not straight away, but pretty soon after I blocked.
Yeah, of course.
But then I was looking because my ex had alternate accounts, fake accounts that he would alternate between to look at my stuff. I found myself looking more at my story of who'd seen it to see if those two different accounts were looking at it, even though it wasn't his actual name. Now I have his normal on my account. I don't check my story as much at all. I know he's going to watch it. Whereas before, because I had blocked him and I'd been very this, but I knew he had fake accounts, I was searching it up. If he hadn't seen it, I was oh!
Yeah, it's just no point. They're going to do what they want to do. If they want to watch your stories, if they don't, it really is their prerogative.
Yeah, and don't try to change them, even after the breakup, don't try to change them.
Oh my God, because it's not your place anymore.
No. Also, you shouldn't have to try to change anyone, really.
Yeah, 100%.
If they're destined to be a bum, they're going to be a bum for the rest of their life.
And that's none of your business anymore.
Yeah. Do not make excuses for all their bad behavior. You don't need to, justify it and be oh, they actually were a good person. Because when you go through the breakup, you just it's so hard to, remember all the times you're really sad, I think. Because you kind of just, latch on to, just the good times. Or even if you know the bad times, you just it doesn't matter because you're clinging onto the familiarity. And that's so hard to say.
Yeah, no, your brain just does this thing where it's yearning for what was normal.
Yeah.
On a psychological level, it makes complete sense, but you gotta set yourself a time limit on that.
Do not stay in a situationship.
I would know this by experience. Do not stay in the same situationship loop. If it didn't work out the first time, it's not going to work out for the second, third, or fourth. God forbid you even go for a second. You're better than this. Basically giving myself advice. You deserve to be with someone that actually really likes you and wants to be with you, and not just for your body.
Yeah. And on that, do not recycle exes. Don't do it, because unless you just want to have sex or something like this and you feel you can fully detach, I personally couldn't do that, but do not recycle them.
Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is stopping yourself from meeting out people that are more aligned to you, better suited to you, and come on, you owe yourself to meet new people.
Yeah, you're just wasting time. But then I don't know, because some people get back together and then they're amazing after. I don't know, I feel
Context is everything, but I do recommend
moving on.
Not a situationship loop. If you want to go back, make sure it's iron grid, you guys are it, completely official. There's no weird openness, ambiguity. But if it's a situationship, come on.
Yeah, have standards.
Seriously.
It'll probably make you want you so much more as well, the fact that you're done and don't want him back if it was a case.
Yeah.
Because also I feel people expect that. They expect now that you're single and your old situationships, they're probably thinking oh, she's going to want to get on it. No. I really don't.
No, like, I think it's a flex if your ex never reaches out to you after a breakup. Like, he would know that, okay, she has enough self-respect to never actually want to get with me again. Like, none of my exes have reached out to me to this day, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful because I don't look like a mug to them. Like, I've made it so flippin' clear to them that I do not want them.
Fair.
The biggest flex, and I think that is the way to be.
That is good.
Yeah.
But you did go back to it, eh?
Yeah, but that was on my terms,
Oh, yeah, fair.
but still not good.
Okay, let's move to do's.
Yes. Build a no-contact reward system.
Yeah, so, okay, give us an example, though. We need a bit more context.
Yeah, so basically, I am a big preacher of no contact. As soon as you're done, there is no reason for you guys to still talk to each other unless you have kids or, like, legal shit going on. But with a no contact thing, we get it. It's really hard to, like, immediately, like, cut someone out of your life. Give yourself, like, a little, like, I don't know, timeline. Like, okay, it's been 7 days. Okay, it's now been 30 days. Wow, it's 6 months. Oh my gosh, it's been a year. Because by the time you, like, get to the end of the timeline, like your 7-day period or your 30-day, you're like, I've gotten this far. Do I want to, like, why would I do that to myself? Like, jeopardize my improvement.
Yeah, true. And also, with no contact, it also means no contact anywhere. That's very clear. Like, you can't just be, like, not speaking to them, but then stalking their stuff, because that isn't no contact, which is something I learned recently. Like, you have to be fully just done.
Yeah.
Okay, another, like, more simple one is do watch something or, like, get into a TV show or, like, a funny podcast. Not this one at this point because we're on breakup, so we don't want to be, like, reminded of your breakup. I feel like you need to watch something like a TV show or
something to take your mind off it completely. It doesn't need to be relationshipy, lovey based.
Yeah, something that's just, like, fun, easy to watch that you laugh at.
Yes.
You know, because you're sad all the time. You do not want to be, like, sad all the time. So do watch something that just makes you laugh.
Okay, a random niche of television content that we suggest you watch: Japanese reality TV shows. It's more like game based.
Why is this we? I've not been briefed on this.
Sorry, so Japanese reality TV shows, the best, because it's not relationshipy, lovey-dovey based, because everything on Western TV, it's all just love, sex, hook up, like the perfect match, new man, Love is Blind, Love Island.
Yeah, true.
Japanese TV show is like classic, like just games. Really funny, trivial stuff. Like, there's a game show that I watch on Netflix. It's like how specifically you can cut things right in the middle. And they, like, measure it by the millimeter. It is so deeply satisfying. It's so interesting because you, like, learn about, I guess, like, the surface area of objects.
Are so bizarre. As if
I don't think it's bizarre. I think it's a cool way to, like, get your mind off things.
Fair. You know what I also would suggest is, like, cooking. Like,
yes.
I don't watch it on TV, but on TikTok, like, new recipes and people are doing it, and I'm like, and they're talking about stuff and they're, like, cooking, and or I'm like, oh. Or they're, like, doing something, like, very satisfying, I guess, maybe cutting something. Like.
Yeah, like, cooking content is so good. And it's, like, educational as well, because, like, you might want to do that recipe.
Yeah, true. Okay, another one is do change your space in some way. So say, like, even if it's just, like, so you're in the nest of the breakup, you're changing your sheets, you're buying a new plant, you're, I don't know, doing something to, like, switch it up a little bit.
A revamp is actually so helpful. It gives you something to do, and it kind of, like, marks a new chapter of your life. You're like, okay, let me actually buy that piece of art that I wanted.
Yeah, reset.
Yeah, or, like, let me, I don't know, even just, like, having an air freshener, like incense sticks. The energy's, like, getting flushed. It's like,
yeah,
a new era.
Yeah, you honestly have to just clear out the room. Honestly, open up your entire house, your entire apartment, and waft all the air out. Even if you don't have a sage, just push it out.
100%. Because honestly, when you have, like, a new space, it just declutters your mind.
Yeah.
And it kind of, like, tells your brain, like, okay, we're going through a little change. Like, it kind of grounds you back into reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also just nice to just, like, have something new.
Oh, 100%. Like, fresh new sheets, like, from the store, like a new print or something.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing you're gonna do, you're going to romanticize the shit out of your life.
Yeah.
Because life is great. If you really think about it, if your relationship ended, if you're like in a safe, healthy position, like you are so lucky.
Even just going out and having like the most amazing conversations with your friends.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just like romanticize your friends, romanticize even just like going to work and having like a purpose on a daily basis.
And romanticize investing time in yourself, like
Yeah.
self-care, you know, feeling good, you know, working on yourself.
You've got your life back again. Like you get to have the exact routine that you want and you don't have to change it for anyone else. Like that space that someone else took, you're getting back. So romanticize the shit out of it and make the most of it.
Yeah, and it is kind of fun too. Like it's just fun being...
Dude, life is so great.
Yeah.
Like even for myself, like today I'm like, oh, I get to do like fun little errands. I'm like seeing you, like I've got like this purpose that I'm doing, like podcasts. I get to talk about positivity and like we've got a guest after this. And then like tonight I'm just going to like stay in, get delivery, like little things like that is so joyful. And sometimes we forget how privileged our lives are.
Yeah, literally we do.
Like look at where we live. Like we live in such a safe, I know it's London, but like
yeah.
we're like safe.
Yeah, we have a nice life. Be grateful.
Gratitude is everything. I think gratitude is such a great way to heal.
Because you won't feel that grateful straight after. You just
No,
won't.
exactly, because you're just like wallowing, which is so normal, but after the tears have like shedded, like it's such a nice mental exercise to be able to be like, oh my gosh, I have this to be grateful, that to be grateful. Like list those down.
Yeah.
List what's good in your life.
Yeah.
I think when you can visualize it, you're like, oh wow, I have this much going on for myself.
Yeah.
Little exercise. What's top 5 things you're grateful for right now?
My friends, my family, grateful for us like doing a passion and like sticking by it. And I'm grateful for myself because I am a great fucking human and I am the prize.
You're the one that brought yourself this far. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this journey that you're on, like with your breakup, like you've come so far because it's a choice that you made.
Yeah. Give me yours.
Okay, so the same, like friends and family, my health, that is so important.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we're able-bodied, I can use every single part of my body without fail. That is like something that you have to be grateful for. Grateful for just, I guess, same as yours, basically, the ambition and motivation.
Grateful that you're a good person and you're nice and you're funny and you're kind and you're good-hearted, all of that.
You. No, like the best support system we've got, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
There is not a moment in my life where I feel like I'm alone and I'm not loved because there is so much love around me. And I feel that like every day, whenever I'm hanging out with like you or like any of my other friends, I'm like, damn, like these are my people. Like, this is what love is. Like, I have completely reclaimed my definition of love now. How lucky are we?
We are very lucky. We are very
I hope you're doing this exercise with us. You list down top 5 things you're grateful to, okay? Because like even just doing this, I feel like, oh my God, I feel amazing.
Yeah, I feel amazing too, but also I feel like, Jesus, I even forgot about like a massive one that's so, like health. Like, how did I forget that?
Right?
Another thing that you should do is write down what you do not want.
Oh, that's a very helpful and powerful exercise.
And I don't think you should like stare at it or anything because you don't want to like manifest that into your life, but I think you should write down what you maybe didn't like about your last thing and like you do not want
to repeat
again.
Ever again.
Yeah.
And I think when you write it down, you can actually like visualize, okay, these are actually my future boundaries.
Yeah.
Back to the lists. Make a list of all the small wins. Even if it's emotional, even if it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't cry today.
Yeah.
You know how it is, like the first month of a breakup, the first 2 months even, you are just
3 months.
crying. No, I mean, it happens. I was like that for the first 3 months as well. It is a big shock to the system.
It's not like you're crying every day though. Like it's just like a one random day and you're like, oh, Jesus.
It happens. It's human. Also, we're women. Like hormones do like play a factor. But celebrate the wins. Yeah. Celebrate the fact that, oh, I only cried once this month about it.
All the wins, you got to take them and you got to do something for it. You can't just be like, woohoo, you know, go out with a friend or get a Deliveroo or, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like do something
nice for yourself. Like always just treat yourself.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
treat you better than any man could.
exactly. Like, you have that power in you.
Yeah. Elma, this is for you. Practice saying no without feeling like bad about it or having to explain it.
No, I 100% agree. Like, you really do need to, like, put yourself those boundaries, say no, because it's like a health thing as well. Like, you don't want to burn yourself out by committing to so many things, so many activities. Like, that has been, like, my biggest challenge this year. Because I think my first instinct, I guess, after a breakup was like, I'm going to say yes to everything. I want to be in the moment. I want to be with all my friends. I'm going to say yes to this holiday. But, like, this year, I'm really learning, like, the wrath of it because I am consistently burnt out. My back hurts.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
Like, I literally sleep on, like, 2 hot water bottles.
Yeah. You gotta just preserve oneself.
100%. You're, like, doing this out of the self-interest of your health.
Yeah.
The health that I'm grateful for.
I'm about to go back
You gotta maintain it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's our do's and don'ts, to be honest. There's probably going to be more. We'll think of them and we'll come back. Maybe there'll be a part 3.
I know. I feel like the list will keep growing and growing as we learn more things in our breakup diet.